Episode of the Everblack Podcast is brought to you by Deathwish, Hotrods and Kustoms. Check out their Instagram for all their new t-shirts, caps, beanies, cups, and the all-new Atomic Death lineup. It's good to see you again, dude. How you been, all right?
It's been going great. How have you been doing?
Yeah, good, man. Yeah, really, really good. It's been a little while since we spoke, but man, I guess a fair bit's happened. I think it was like mid 2020
Yeah,
before.
a little, like one or two things happened since then.
Yeah, it's been one hell of a journey, dude. But man, you're on tour with Prevail at the moment, hey?
Yep.
Dude, I've been seeing the pictures and little video snippets, and it just looks insane.
It is. It's the biggest tour we've ever been on.
Really? Like, was it like? What are the venues like?
Let's say they're like 2,000 to 6,000 capacities. There's some arenas,
That's sick.
so it's great.
Yeah, man. How's the responses out there going for it all?
It's good. We definitely have to work hard to win over the crowd because you're, playing in front of a bunch of Pierce the Veil fans on top of Prevail fans, and a lot of those Pierce the Veil fans just want to see Pierce the Veil, so you got to really work hard to impress them.
Yeah, man, you guys are phenomenal live. You're like,
Thank you.
Just absolute straight up killers. So it's just, mate. But man, I tell you what, you were only here recently though, as well. Prevail were, and you were too. You were on a run with Alpha.
Yeah, unfortunately not on the same tour, but I'm okay touring with Alpha.
Yeah, good dudes. They are really good dudes.
They are very good.
How's it been back down under?
It was great, super tiring, but the people and the shows were great. Didn't get to sleep a lot just because of the nature of how bands tour in Australia. A lot of flying, a lot of you get to your hotel at 1 a.m. and lobby calls at 4 a.m. type stuff. So I was like sleepwalking halfway through it, but it was great. The shows were fantastic.
At least
I got the nice adrenaline boost at the shows from the crowd.
And then afterwards, you get that post show where everything just goes.
Just crash and shut down. Yeah.
And I did see you. You're hanging out with some mates you haven't seen in a little while here. Some kangaroos as well.
Oh yeah, they're still doing great.
So the same thing, probably the same one laying in the exact same spot. It had.
I mean, if I was a kangaroo and I was at that sanctuary, I wouldn't leave either.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm going to do in my next life, eh? Just, yeah. But anyway, the new Fit for a King album, The Hell We Create, is out today for us. Well, tomorrow for you.
Yeah, tomorrow. I have to wait.
I know. I get it. It's your album, and we get it first. How's that?
Yep.
Yeah, well, we're pretty lucky like that, being future travelers. But it's a reflection, of course, of the last couple of years for you, and I believe that it was quite difficult. And I'm sorry that you had such a hard time through that. How did recording this album help you through all of that experience?
For a long time, I just wasn't super big on opening up about stuff that was bothering me, and the band really pushed me to do that on this record, and I kind of learned how cathartic that can be to do, and it was really, really helpful, and it definitely makes me want to do more of it in the future. So I give credit to the rest of the band for pushing me to stop being so stubborn and talk about stuff.
It's not easy though. Like as
not at all.
Songwriter and a vocal, like to put that stuff down on paper and then let it out into the world it can be very confronting. And but how are you going now? Are you okay? Your wife okay?
Yeah, things are good. My wife's still like working through stuff. She just took medical leave again to get more procedures and surgeries done.
Yeah.
But things are a work in progress, but they are progressing with both the kids and my wife. So that's all you can hope for is progress.
That's right, man. I'm glad to hear that. I hope that everyone's okay. I've been I was thinking about you during that time too. That's
I appreciate that.
yeah, man. Yeah. And in regards to the title itself, The Hell We Create, how does that tie into it all? Like with what you've been through?
The album art or the album name is about just the hell we create, not just for ourselves but for others. Like through our actions we can create our own personal hell, whether it's addiction to substances or anxiety, where we create fake scenarios in our head and it drives us absolutely insane. I did that a lot during the pandemic, thinking touring would never return, thinking just like that the world would stop caring about our bands, about my wife not making it, all that, where I had all these concerns and they kept me up at night and stressed me out. None of it came to fruition. So I'm just like, so how much of my life did I just cut short stressing over something that wasn't in the immediate future? Because one day, I hope not, but one day people will forget about our band, everything. Hopefully that's in 50 years or something. Or just never would be great.
But I don't think so.
But I think so. You create hell for yourself, like substances or anxiety, and sometimes those hells you create for yourself can create hell for others, which is what we saw with the children. Their parents struggle with substances, and everything led to them getting placed into foster care and into shelters and all that, creating a hell for them. And it's just kind of like the different scenarios that we create for ourselves and others.
That would have been quite an experience too, taking that. It's a blessing as well.
Yeah.
They're a bit older, aren't they? Kids, right?
Yes. Right now our daughter's 16 and son is 11.
Awesome.
So
because you can go out and do stuff, To
an extent, teenagers are sneaky. You got to keep an eye on them.
It's true.
That's normal teenage stuff.
I've been there, man. I'm a grandfather, so I've been there. I've done that. I know all about the. But of course, the album cover, it seems like it's the opposite of the path. Was that intentional?
It was because the path, we were all feeling great. Dark Skies, to that up until that moment, had been our biggest record ever, and it really broke us into a new tier of touring, I guess. We were just a larger band and we were all in a great mood, felt great. This was before the pandemic, before any of it. So we went in feeling triumphant. The cover of the path is the Goddess of Victory, and that's why it was a weird album to put out during the pandemic. Just because of we definitely didn't feel that way when it came out.
No,
but definitely felt that way as we were recording it. And then the hell we create is the Goddess of Sorrow, and it's just because the whole album is about the kids with their family issues or anxiety and crippling depression and stuff like that. So it was just a very sad record, but we wanted the artwork to not just look sad, but also look hopeful. That's why she's looking up.
Okay.
She's willing, going to try to make things better, but things are really hard right now, essentially.
Where do you think that's going to lead you into the future with write? Have you guys started thinking or writing?
Yeah, we've been working on new stuff already, lightly, just writing choruses, throwing ideas back and forth. I still think it's going to be pretty sad in the future too. Just a lot of the stuff with the kids, that the damage that's been done to them, some of it is proving really hard to reverse, and that kind of goes to the intergenerational trauma and stuff like that. And the common thing we were taught is most abusers come from abusive homes. And most dropouts come from homes of dropouts. And it's kind of just so we're just doing our best to be good examples. And because intergenerational trauma can have a large effect, and we're seeing that, to where even no matter how much therapy and how much encouragement and love, it sometimes isn't enough to break through. and it's just a constant effort to try to break through.
And all you can do, man, is just keep trying. Hey, and
Yeah,
keep up on it. You know, just keep
mm-hmm.
giving that love. That's all you can do. You know.
I agree.
Yeah, but how's the stuff been going live though? You know, you mentioned before you're on tour. How are these new ones going out there?
They're going over great. Again, it's an interesting tour to do it because they don't really know any of the songs that great because we are playing in front of such a new crowd between the I Prevail and Pierce the Veil fans. But the new songs are going over really well. We see people singing along to those almost as much, if not more, than some of the older songs. So that's all you can really hope for, is that each record people enjoy the music and don't always just beg for the old stuff.
It's heavy too. I love it. Like
Yeah.
all the squeal, man.
What? Yeah, we started out. I assume you've heard the record.
Yeah.
Already. When people hear eyes roll back on recording, I think they'll be really excited.
Yeah, I love it, eh? So good. I was doing the dishes to it last night.
Yeah?
And I was doing which is not the most metal thing in the world.
Squeaky clean, though.
Yeah, but I was like, stank face.
You broke one of the glasses because you were scrubbing it too hard.
Yeah, I ate the glass. That's it.
You shattered the glass.
Yeah. I don't know where
I couldn't resist.
No, that's a good one. But you've also got Jonathan Vigil from The Ghost Inside on this on the track Times Like This, and I got nothing but respect for that dude. He is just, you know, my old band opened for them about 100 years ago down here, and they were nothing but the best.
You don't look 100.
What's that?
You look good for your age, for being over 100.
Oh, thank you, dude. Yeah, thank you. It's I told you I was a grandfather, but like, how was it working with him? He's obviously a mate of yours.
Actually, I haven't met him.
Huh?
We started talking because of this guest feature. A big reason we wanted him on the record was A, being a big fan of his band, and B, like, it's an album about trauma, and Ghost Inside knows so much about overcoming trauma.
Yeah,
so it just seemed like a no-brainer to have him on the record, and we've exchanged emails and stuff a little bit since having the part done, and I definitely foresee us touring with them at some point. So can't wait for that day to come.
That would be the best, because they are like the best dudes, like hands down.
Oh yeah, I've had nothing but positive experiences so far.
Yeah. Oh man, that would be awesome. Count me in. Wherever that is in the world, I will be there.
Maybe, I would love it to be Australia.
I'm just putting it out there. Come on, guys.
Yeah.
Make it happen.
Speak into existence.
Yeah, absolutely. Create it. I'm down for that. But another album drops today. One of our own, Gloom of the Corner, where you Trinity, man, that's another banger. How was it working with those guys, Mikey and the boys?
So it was actually a pandemic thing when I recorded it. It was still like mid-COVID. So this was a while back. I did recently get to actually meet them, and they were all very nice and very sweet. So I was happy to see that, because I was like, oh no, this will be bad. What if they're like complete jerks and I'm on their record? But no, they were great. I've honestly, through the metal community in Australia, I've never met an Australian I don't like. So that's always a good thing.
I think there's something.
I'm sure they're out there.
Yeah, there is.
I just haven't been around them yet. But no, that band's super unique, super cool. I'm excited for them because we need some more up and coming music out there, and I think they're up for the task.
100%. You know what? There's a lot of I feel like Australia is really doing a good job at the metals right now. I don't know.
Yeah, America needs to catch up.
Fuck, man, like we got all like Gloom the Corner, Alpha Wolf. Like, man, there's so many bands. Relica. Have you heard Relica?
No, I haven't.
Dude, man, they're like,
kind of check them out.
Yeah, RELIQA, Relica.
All right,
and like. Because, like, Mon from that band is also on that Trinity album too. And, dude, just do yourself a favor and crank all that stuff. There's some new Aussies for you. But I mean, you tour with a lot of Aussies.
Yeah, we do. I was making a joke that you always need an Australian band or two on your tour for it to be a good tour.
Yeah. Well, was it Parkway? You did one with Parkway before?
We were supposed to do one with Parkway, and then the pandemic ruined it. And then we toured obviously with Alpha Wolf. We brought Alpha Wolf over in 2019 for our headliner, and then that got canceled 5 days in because of COVID. But we have a headliner coming up in February, March, and let's just say there's some Australians on it.
Is it Amity? Amity Affliction? Is that the one?
It's not Amity, but we are touring with Amity in Europe in January.
See, that's another one. That's nuts. Like I used to, about 15 years ago, not 100 years, 15 years ago, I worked in a music store and we had them come and play probably a room the size of this for an install. And now look at them. It's massive. So that's going to be a cool tour, man. That'd be real cool.
It is.
Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. But of course, what else you got coming up looking into the future, brother?
Just a lot of touring, like supporting this record. Like I said, a headliner. We got January with Amity Affliction in Europe. I have a North American headliner February, March, and then we're working on even more headliners after that. We just want it to be a year of our band finally getting out there headlining, because the last time we tried was 2019. And so hopefully also Australia is on the list. We're trying to work that out too.
Man, we for a headline tour?
Yeah, I mean, at this point to get to Australia, I'll do whatever. If we got to play under someone or headline, I just want to keep coming back to Australia and not wait 8 years.
Just move here.
Hey, that would, then we'd have to get back to the States.
Oh yeah.
Getting visas, I've heard, is a little more difficult one way.
It's a long way. But brother, it's been awesome hanging out with you on the show again. It's been a little while and it was good to catch up with you, and I hope we can do it again very, very soon. We will have all the links to the Hell We Create down here in the show notes. Brother, enjoy the rest of the tour. Stay safe, and all the best to you and your family coming up.
Thank you very much.
And that's it. Are you out there and